I know the market today doesn't look as good as it was yesterday. I know a lot of people yesterday were getting overly excited over nothing. Cautiously optimistic people, that's how we have to remain. I know that a rally is coming. I firmly feel it. I know that there is going to be trillions of dollars injected into the market. I know it. You got to remember, Wall Street, let me rephrase this, NASDAQ, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Wall Street are all entering the Bitcoin trading world. Okay, it's coming. We just need some regulation. We need a few things cleared up in the air for these guys to feel comfortable about investing. Because you have to remember, these guys don't invest their own money. They invest other people's money. They have to make sure that there's laws in place to protect them from getting sued by losing other people's money. I mean, it's facts of life. You know, they want to make sure that, if I screw up, no one can come after me. I think it's bullshit, but it is what it is. Check this out. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not buy cryptocurrencies just because you heard someone from YouTube saying, hey, this is good shit. Buy it. Hey, I love this coin. Hey, I'm buying this coin. This is your hard-earned money, okay? Make sure you do your own research. Utilize objective thinking and make an informed decision before buying any cryptocurrencies. All right, so market right now is down today. What does that mean? I couldn't tell you right now, because if you look at the patterns of the market right now, it is so inconsistent. There's no real patterns. There's nothing in there. But I can tell you that until we see a 24-hour volume of 7 billion or better consistently, I don't feel good about what I'm seeing. Not yet. A coin that we all need to keep our eyes on is VeChain, though. VeChain does have a mainnet launch at the end of this month. Now, I am very bullish on VeChain. I have been. If you've been following my channel since last year, you know that I first got on a VeChain and said, hey, we should all get on VeChain when it was still at $1. Now, with that being said, I suspect that we're going to see VeChain pump up quite a bit this month. And I also suspect that when the mainnet launches, that it's going to dump, okay? It may not be a dramatic dump. It may not be significant. But there's a good chance that if you get caught buying high, that you could be holding bags for a little bit. So just keep that in mind. No project, okay? And I'll use this as an example. Tron just launched their mainnet. No project that launches mainnet ever goes to the moon. It always goes down. Keep that in mind. I'm bullish on VeChain, okay? But it's a hype. Mainnet launches is a hype. Just remember that. It's a hype. So, as far as the mainnet launch with VeChain, I'm going to cover this real fast before I get into any bullish news with Bitcoin. I don't have any real clear answers on how exactly we need to handle the wallet situation with the coins, because they're going to go from an ERC20 to their own coin. So what does that mean? That means the ERC20 tokens potentially that you own will mean nothing once they launch their mainnet. So I'm still looking for some instructions. I'm waiting for instructions on exactly how to handle this. Okay, so as soon as I get something, I will let you guys know so that we all can stay well informed and make sure we don't lose out on our freaking coins. Now, let's talk about some bullish freaking news. I mean, like, holy shit bullish. I recently learned yesterday that the Brisbane airport in Australia started accepting cryptocurrencies as payment. We're talking Bitcoin, Dash, and a few other options like Litecoin, okay, at their airport that can be accepted. You could pay for things at the airport using your cryptocurrencies. Holy shit. And I'm still doing my research, but from what I found, Brisbane is a fairly high volume airport. So that is really good because the exposure will do nothing but good things for our market. Now, this is done through a company. Where are you? Travel by Bit as a company, and the CEO is Caleb Yao. Anyhow, he's the one who's working with the airport over there. But to get even bigger and more bullish than that, when I did my research on it, I found out that the Queensland beach town, where you can pay for your holiday in Bitcoin, there is a town in Queensland that allows you to pay in Bitcoin. You can actually go to this town and pay with your cryptocurrency. That is huge. I mean, holy shit, that is a leap forward. Now, Australia right now does not recognize Bitcoin as an Australian currency or a foreign currency, but as property. Okay, that's this country itself. That's how it's recognized. But you have certain parts of Australia. They're like, hey, we see the potential, and we want to attract a new kind of tourist. Because I can tell you right now, that is a difficulty of living and having cryptocurrencies, is having to exchange. But what if you don't have to do that exchange? What if you can just pay with your cryptocurrencies and not have to worry about the bullshit or taxes? Or, I mean, I don't know. What does that do? How does that change things? You know what I mean? When you're paying for something with that cryptocurrency, you're not exchanging it, you're not selling it, you're paying with it. You are exchanging it for a service. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how in the United States that'll affect things. But that is huge freaking news. So what does this mean? This means that everyone needs to strap in, hang on, hold tight. You have an airport in Australia. You have a town in Australia who has adopted this. Okay, that is huge. Huge exposure, more people to learn about it and ask about it. Now, it gets even better. It gets even better. Check this out on CoinDesk. China State TV blockchain is 10 times more valuable than the internet. Now, China was a country that banned cryptocurrency, trading, exchanging, the whole 9 yards. Completely banned it. Everyone who was in China who was still wanting to trade it actually had to do this with private, VPN store. God, I'm having a brain fart right now. But anyhow, they had to use various different services to get around the Chinese government and their ban. This actually played out a huge drama in the crypto market. I mean, it was awful what it did to the price of cryptocurrencies, but it couldn't stop them. People from China still traded. They still did, but now they're getting to a point where, remember, China just recently said, hey, we're going to go ahead and pull back on these restrictions. We're going to go ahead and pull back on this ban. And now the country's coming out and saying, hey, listen, we see this, we see that. I feel this is gigantic bullish news. Now, here's something to think about, and I mean really think about it. And my Chinese viewers might have already thought of this, okay? But this is for everybody else, especially Americans. We are waiting right now for Wall Street to adopt this, right? We're waiting on the NASDAQ to get their exchange, Goldman Sachs to get their exchange, Morgan Stanley to get their exchange. We're waiting on all these things. We're waiting on the over dozen ETFs pending. We're just waiting. We are waiting on a bunch of other shit. What if China, right, the Chinese economists and government is like, wait a second, this whole community is waiting on America? What if we can take control of this shit? What if we can kickstart this? What if we go ahead and say, hey, let's open up the floodgates? What if we are the ones who set the pace? It's a very possible thing, guys. China could actually start this. China could actually, there's a lot of money in there. Just think about this. And the population, holy shit. And they're very innovative people. This is a very interesting time we live in. All news, though, is bullish news. All news is good news right now in the crypto space. There's nothing bad. I mean, yes, I know the market doesn't look like the way we want it to look right now. I know the market cap is stuck in the $330 billion range. I know that. But I don't think this is going to last forever. And I honestly don't think this is going to last much longer. Just saying, guys. Just saying. But check this out for yourself in Queensland. This is really big, bullish news right here. I mean, this is a big freaking deal, guys. A big freaking deal. As far as VeChain, it's definitely a good coin. It's probably cheap right now. It's probably, my opinion, okay, my opinion, not financial advice. I could be wrong. I'm saying that it might be scratching $5 by the end of the month because of the mainnet launch. So there might be an opportunity there for people to, buy something to sell the news kind of thing. Up to you. Just my thoughts, my opinion, not financial advice, guys. Anyhow, I appreciate everyone who watches. Please comment, please like, please subscribe. All right? Peace out, guys.